Oh, shit,
Coughing us into the show.
I'm sorry.
Where the hell can I just
trying to
get?
hold it.
Oh my God, Streamlabs! What have you done? You've changed all your buttons.
I actually like the change.
Subs.
Where's editor? I want to have my screen on.
No.
Top, top,
I see a
top
paper
left area are your
airplane.
buttons for your directions. So you have the movie symbol. Top left, far higher
Oh,
left.
there. Okay, there it is. Fucking hell.
Yeah, they just iconified everything.
Like,
that's
can't
all.
you just
Make sure it's like Stewie standing
tell
there.
me what it is when I
change.
hover
That update,
over
by
it?
the way, that update came through today. It was
Oh,
not like that yesterday.
okay,
So
great.
just
All right. Can I get into the fucking chat now? Maybe.
No.
There you
Definitely not.
chats for losers.
Come on. I'm trying to get into the chat in my stupid tablet that takes forever to do everything.
Well, that's because you're using a stupid tablet that takes forever to do everything.
Oh, is that why? Thanks.
I think I found your problem.
What are you loading? Can you just... Holy fucking shit, I don't care about messages from 3 days ago. Just... Oh my God. React when I touch things!
That's what she said.
That's the wrong thing! I just
That's
spit
what
all over
she
the screen.
said.
No! Get out of there.
She said.
I just want the goddamn chat. Okay, there it is. I got it. Finally.
That's what she said.
Did you hear that, chat? He just wants you. That's all he
He
wants.
just wants you.
All he
I
wants
just
for
want you to
Christmas
want
is
me.
that song is problematic now, Sean. So,
Want you to want me. Wait, what's wrong
Oh,
with
that
what?
song? Because it's non-consensual or some bullshit like that?
Oh,
Maybe it's cold outside.
Baby,
That
it's
one-
cold outside. The best date
That
rape
one-
song of the past 74 years.
that one is about coercive of sex specifically. You can leave, or you can fuck me. You're like, I'm gonna go die in the fucking cold because fuck you. That's how much I
But I'm
don't.
really liking this roofie you put in my drink.
That's definitely the amount of dick your dick I want in me is a death in the snow amount.
Well, I love how people take modern day sensibilities and modern day cultural references and try to apply them to something that is 74 fucking years old. It was a
Yeah,
very
I mean-
different
Yeah, like,
world
no,
back
about that.
then.
Doesn't understand the context. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, I get it, but the context is like if that song was done now, then yes, that would be the context. But then, a lot of those things they're putting all this meaning on, it's not what they meant.
No, of
back
course
then.
not. It was meant in innocent in this case.
Absolutely, it was
But
very innocent.
there are more fun and
It's
verbose ways to
It's
ruin Christmas songs. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
It's supposed to be playful and flirty. I mean, they're two people who are clearly into each other,
Yeah,
and they're just having a little
Yeah,
bit
there's
of
much
fun
more that out.
banter back and forth.
it's referring to the give and take of the romantic talk between people. But like,
Exactly, but people are
you
dumb
know-
and they don't understand that. They're like, "Oh, it's offensive! Oh, I'm offended!"
I don't like the song to begin with, so I always thought it was an annoying song.
I liked the version they did in Elf
You know,
because that was
The
was
one that
also
pretty much lays out exactly what the issue with the song is. So, like,
where
I'm
he's
really struggling to understand why people
Thank
Oh, this
you,
guy's gonna get knocked out.
thank you, Skinslip.
I'm the one viewer in case
I'm
you're
gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out.
Maybe I should hold on.
Oh.
I'm gonna just let the Facebooks know here.
Yeah, you probably haven't told anybody, huh? I
They
should
probably
probably
think I'm still dead.
It's
I'm not dead anymore. It's okay.
It's alright, he's not dead. What?
Not this
All
time.
right, it's a
Where the hell is my
for.
Here. Wait a minute. 1,507 people who like Zarin Isaac haven't heard from you in a while. Write a post. Fuck you, Facebook. You're not the boss of me. I'm gonna write a post.
That's all I'd say to that.
I'm gonna write a post. Only because I want to.
You don't control me. I control me. That's why I'm going to write a post. Fuck you.
That's right. I'm doing this because I choose to. Me. And thanks for the subscription follow thing. The subscription. Thanks, Manic Prime. Sorry, okay. I'm just going to leave the skull and the Halloween stuff up there because fuck it. I'm going to make this the year of Halloween just because I can.
Also, skulls are cool. Who gives a shit?
They are. And that is a really nice skull that I found this year.
I mean, it's a skull.
Hey, thanks. M. Quack.
See, the only thing I would do is I'd literally take it into Photoshop and put a Santa hat on it. There we go. It's Christmas time. Skull. And then for Halloween, I would put like hanging human flesh over the skull. And then for Easter, the bunny ears. I mean, like, it's real simple.
Oh, I see. So the skull would be like your seasonal decoration. You just put different things on it.
Yeah, I
Perfect.
told my girlfriend, we were talking about like house decorating. I was like, I'm never gonna take down the Halloween decorations in that Christmas. We're just gonna Santa hats on the skeletons. And she's like, yeah,
that works.
I'm like, that's why she's
actually, that's a really good idea. I might just get some little Santa hats because I've got a shit ton of skulls in the Halloween set. Yeah, yeah. I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. That's a great idea.
That's right. That's right. And my girlfriend was like, absolutely. And like, that's why she's a fucking keeper because we had the same design goals and a lot of similarities in that matter.
I'll put it on my personal Facebook too, so you can get some of my relatives in here.
I told Twitter that the best fucking internet live geek nerd show is happening right now.
Really? Where? We should go watch it. Let's just. Oh, I get it.
You just go to Skinslip, twitch.tv/Skinslip. You'll see it. It's hosted right now.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Hey, GG Fitz and Brinsley and M Quack and JL and yes.
Oh, if you're over in my chat,
Manic Prime.
You gotta come over here onto the
Oh yeah, that's right. If you're over on Skinslip, you gotta come over to the InSaNiTy channel because that's where the actual chat is that we're watching and commenting on.
It doesn't share chats, and I don't know.
And the one that is in the screen. You could be in the show in chat form by chatting in the chat, but only my chat, not any of the ones that are hosting it.
Correct.
No one will see those. You'll be literally talking to yourself. So what's the point? So.
Also, it's Christmas time, so I better see some gifting subs of people.
So,
you got some cash to spend. Buy someone a sub for the InSaNiTy here. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Alf is back in Pog form.
So, in the world of Geek, were there any notable trailers at all this week?
Oh,
nope.
No. Like, the one that really pisses me off is Spider-Man, because I was promised Spider-Man. Okay?
We didn't get Spider-Man.
I promised me Spider-Man.
So I heard Avengers 4 Toenail Dust is
Toenail Dust.
I thought it was pretty good.
That's right.
I thought we would be getting a Mac and Me 2 trailer by now.
I know, right?
2? Yeah.
Dude, and Samurai Cop 3 is coming, don't forget. Samurai Cop versus Miami Cop. I'm sorry, what?
Oh, really? They're doing a third one? That's awesome. I need to pick up the first 2.
Just pick the first one.
Ow.
Mars.
Thank you, JL and Brinsley. Yeah, so obviously Avengers Endgame trailer dropped this week. I wasn't sure when we were getting a trailer for that. I was actually surprised to see it this soon. But I watched it, I guess, yesterday. And I gotta say, out of all the tugging at the heartstrings moments, best moment for me, can you buzz me in? We met a few months ago at the airport.
as Ant-Man finally comes back.
I don't know if you remember me. I got really big. And I love. There's a meme that's been going around where it's 2 pictures side by side, and one is you thought she was gonna save the universe, and it's Captain Marvel. And next to it is Ant-Man asking to be buzzed in, but it's actually going to be this guy.
I can't wait till the Fox Disney deal finally happens so that
Yeah.
Deadpool and Ant-Man can have a team-up movie, because they need to be in the same movie
Oh my
together.
god, that would be so hilarious.
So much fun. Oh my god, those two guys just fucking ad-libbing back and forth.
Holy shit, Ryan Reynolds and Paul Rudd. Oh my god, like it
Two
would
and a half hours. I need 2.5 hours with these people.
That'd be amazing.
I would be laughing.
We got I think it was a poster for a very Deadpool Christmas or whatever it's called. The
Once Upon a Deadpool, I think.
Once Upon a Deadpool, I think. Yeah, it's the we were talking about this a little while ago. It's the PG-13 cut of Deadpool. No. The way they did this makes me want this, because the way they did it is Deadpool is sitting by the bedside of a very grown-up Fred Savage telling him the story.
Oh my God!
Yes.
No way!
Yes. So
We haven't seen that trailer.
so it's
That's
Deadpool
actually
done.
really
Is
awesome.
there a trailer for that?
I think there is. They did a teaser a few months ago, but
Oh my God.
but yeah, basically it's being done in the style of like The Princess Bride with Fred Savage.
Hold on, let me skip ahead.
And so they, and that's how they decided to make sure. Because of course, there's kids everywhere want to see Deadpool, but obviously the actual movies are a little too, gritty for kids. So they're like, how can we make like a kid-friendly version that people won't hate us for? And that was what they came up with. I'm like, oh my god, that is fucking brilliant. I am getting that as soon as it comes out.
I'm sold. I'm gonna buy that Blu-ray now.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna buy another Blu-ray.
Because everyone's reaction was the same. It's like, PG-13 Deadpool? Ah, fucking bullshit. But,
whatever.
But then we saw what it was, and we're like, oh my god, yes. So much yes.
That's just it. Everybody's going to buy the regular grown-up version and want to buy that one, too.
Yeah,
Exactly. I'm going to buy it. I'm totally going to buy it and then show it to Rosie. I think she'd love it, because she's seen The Princess Bride.
Sorry, call me mid-sip. I'm good.
She'll get the joke, right? So
I like the fist.
Oh, excellent.
yeah.
It's even better. Yeah,
I'm trying to wait. I don't know. It's like, yeah.
that'd be a good double bill, actually.
Which?
So,
Princess Bride and then Once Upon a Deadpool. That would be great.
Tonight's dinner comes with a brief story.
Uh-oh.
So I just made this.
Brief, so it only take 5 hours then.
That looks good. You got zucchini, mushroom, steak, potato, garlic.
Yep.
Thanks for the follow.
No, it's just mushrooms. There's no garlic. So I did the potato in my Instant Pot,
Mushrooms.
and I decided to do everything else on the barbecue. So I barbecued the steak and the zucchini and that. So I put the mushrooms into a foil pack,
Yeah.
just with a bit of olive oil and actually some of the steak spice just kind of tossed in there.
Uh-huh.
And it said to turn it over halfway through to make sure it cooks properly. So I did that,
Yeah.
and I guess I didn't have the foil pack tight enough.
Oh, no.
Oh my god!
So some of the
no.
olive oil leaked out onto the element, and
So you
friend's house
charbroiled your dinner.
so yeah, picture like panicked Cass with flames shooting out of the barbecue.
My friend's house was
Panicked
Their
cast
roommate-
with oil fire.
burnt their fucking house down. Our friend's roommate was cooking with oil, and it caught fire, and she was out for the day, and when she came back, the house was burnt down.
Wow.
Her roommate burnt down the fucking house because by accident,
Crazy.
the oil fire.
Oops.
Well, it's like that year that deep fried turkeys caught on, and everybody had their oil fryers filled up to the brim.
Oh, God.
And then they put the frozen turkey in, and then boom.
Big
Like,
fucking.
So basically,
displacement? Anyone? Just saying. Basic physics there.
I put a link.
When nothing happened, I turned off the gas on that side, and actually, it turns out the mushrooms are pretty much done anyway. Because
Oh, good.
I guess the singeing at the
Oh
end
god,
finished
this
it.
is my favorite gift.
Perfect.
Yeah, I love this gift. The
Which
gift in
one?
the chat. It's this kid's cat. It's a cat gift.
Yeah, I know.
God damn it. Hold on.
It's called the cat gift. We're gonna
Crap,
call
I don't
it.
have it up.
Can I get it? Yeah, here we are. Oh, this one. Yes. That.
I think I might.
We're going to call that the Cass GIF.
Command in the Discord.
Oh, yeah.
It just keeps going too.
There's a racist. I've seen a racist one that just looks so bad.
Yes,
I
I-
like
Oh
it.
yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen. Actually, that's the version I've seen.
That's the one I have saved on my hard drive.
It's nice to see the non-racist
Racist.gif.
version. No, it's just racist.gif.
That's why I called it. I'm like, yeah, I can't use this, but I had it. It's funny because it's so fucking offensive. It's like,
exactly.
I can't believe anyone made this GIF. Jesus Christ! Like,
oh yes.
The words "dookie dookie," which is the only non-racist.
Oh god. Was there any other trailers this week? I thought there was another one that.
I'm sure there was something else. Chat, tell us what we missed this week for trailers.
No, Avengers is the big one, obviously. But
I was happy with the trailer for Avengers.
Yeah, me too.
The first movie, and if you're like me and you really haven't read any of the comics related to this,
yeah,
and you know that like the movie isn't necessarily a perfect recreation of the comics, anyways.
No,
you don't know what to expect after the last one. It's like,
you know what? There's something you can't expect because they could come back. They could restore the universe, and it could be different actors now. Like, think about that. They can replace actors like that.
Oh, that's
it's just a slight change. Nobody knows why. Nobody else recognizes it.
That's a good point. That's a good point because we know there's been talk that a lot of them are, moving on.
Iron Man's gonna die eventually, right? I mean, I really want him instead to go off in the sunset.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's a fucking hero. Most of them get tragic deaths. It's how it goes.
Yeah.
I don't think there were any other like big movie trailers, but they had
Captain Marvel.
Video game.
We didn't talk about that.
True. They had the video game awards this week.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
And there are a bunch of announcements. Nothing really huge, but some pretty cool games. Like they're doing the
Red Dead
Crash
3.
Racing.
No.
Crash Team Racing CTR.
Oh, nice.
They're doing a remake of that.
Yeah.
Online, HD.
Cool.
Awesome.
God.
Our resident gamer is thrilled.
I like Crash Team Racing.
No, I love Crash Team Racing.
But I don't think it's as good as Mario Kart.
It's one of the only games that truly competes with Mario Kart.
Yeah, that and Sega Racing Transformed is the other one that really competes.
Yeah, it took that long.
Yeah, like I'm saying, games that really compete. There's no other kart races that are even close. It's not like Smash Brothers where there's like 3 or 4 like small games out there that have like really loyal and hardcore fan bases and they're highly competitive. Smash is like the only game in town.
I'm just wiping my nose.
Like that. It's like at least we have something like Crash Team Racing coming back finally. And the great thing is it's a remake, so now they can do a DLC for it or a sequel which using the same engine and just pop out a new one with all new characters. Use the budget that fell from the Crash Team Racing to make the sequel.
Very cool. So, do we have a lot of pickups this week?
Apparently, they can see me on 2 screens.
Yeah, I know. I'm just tired.
I already explained I'm wiping my nose.
I do this all the time. Nose. All right, how's it going?
So anyway, so do we have a lot of pickups this week? I know I've got a fair amount.
I've got like 15.
I have none.
Jeff has none.
I have 1.
Quack has mumble apparently.
I have 1 in the room to show.
And Stoud is just staring at you intently.
Stoud has 8,000, I'm guessing. Oh no, Stoud froze. Okay, Stoud froze.
Oh, he froze again?
Yeah.
Lovely.
I noticed his quality was really ass. I'm guessing he's having some connection problems today. We're a healthy bunch.
Sorry.
It's quite alright. Quite alright.
Quite alright, mate.
Yeah. I've been watching a lot of that Buck Rogers set this week, actually. I've almost finished the entire series. It's a pretty short series, though. There's only 2 seasons, and one of them is like a half season. No, it's been really cool watching it again. A lot of them I don't think I've actually seen since I was a kid. So, pretty awesome. One annoyance, though, disc 4 of season 1 was a little bit skippy. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Skippy.
A Blu-ray?
It's a Blu-ray. Yeah, I've never had a Blu-ray skip on me like that before.
Yeah, dude, I've never heard of that. That's crazy.
Yeah. So
No scratches on it either?
Huh?
No scratches or anything?
Not that I could see, no.
Probably an encoding error.
It might have been, yeah.
It's only an explanation, because there's nothing wrong with the disc.
Yeah,
Alright.
because I've seen that with DVDs before, and if I rip the DVD to the computer, then it's fine. And I can watch it fine.
You can do the same.
I can probably do the same with the Blu-ray, but I don't have a Blu-ray player for my computer, so...
Oh, that's true. They're pretty cheap. I got a Blu-ray reader for cheap.
Yeah, I'd like to get one. I think I have...
the next build, you should buy one. No, the next build, buy one for the next computer.
Or yeah, probably. Or get an external, maybe.
Yeah, an external USB. If you don't use it very often, just plug it up and eat it.
Exactly. Cool. Welcome back, Stoudman.
He's back.
Thank you.
Did you fix your connection problem?
Yeah. Well, it depends on what you mean by fixed, because I don't feel like there will be any point living in this house that I will actually fix my internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I noticed that your quality is really ass today. It was much better last week. What happened?
Yeah. I don't know. I came home and the wired connection is not connected.
What?
Isn't that nice?
What? Why? Why was it?
I don't know. I don't know.
Did someone unplug it for some reason?
I guess. Well, that wired connection, for some reason, I will admit, throughout the week just randomly started getting really, really crappy for some reason. I don't know why. It was just getting down to 1 meg, and I'm just it's a wired connection.
Unplugging it and replugging it over and over again, and they're not built for that.
Yeah, maybe.
I think I just solved the problem. The cables probably need to be cleaned. The connection probably needs to be cleaned. You know?
Could be.
Possibly.
Well, you're using but you're using a
not on.
Oh fuck! I've forgotten the name because I don't work for the cable company anymore. I no longer needed that knowledge. Power line adapter. Right. I wonder if
they have unplugged it from time to time too.
God damn it! Keep your hands off it, people.
I'm sure that's what happened this time. But
did you go?
I was just since I'm having so much trouble with it anyways, even when it is on and working, I'm just going to go ahead and just deal with Wi-Fi for now, you know?
Oh, so you're on Wi-Fi right now.
Yep.
That's why it's such ass.
Mm-hmm.
Because Wi-Fi is always shitty, always, all the time, forever.
It's getting about 20 down right now.
Really?
20 down.
What is your up, though? Because that's what's sending to us.
Let me check.
1.
It's great.
Yeah,
you can download stuff to
0.5.
yourself. Wow.
500.
Wow, mine was better.
I haven't looked at it yet.
Yeah, 1 would be better.
Conflicts with the chat.
1, he would probably not look like a postage stamp.
Yeah.
He's getting the same speed my girlfriend gets.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this is why it all goes through me, folks, because I've got 15.
I wasn't too far off.
That is.
0.75.
Oh, there you go. That's much better.
I've got 100. I've got 100.
I've had hotels with better speed than that.
I know, right? I've had airport Wi-Fi better than that.
I'm gonna get a rum and coke. I'll be right back.
Excellent choice.
Maybe we should get
I
a
have
pickup.
balls. I'm about to get higher.
I remember when I posted on Facebook, I had that one.
Sorry.
Finish the song. I was gonna say, I remember that one I shared where I think I got a download speed of 0.03 or something like that at a hotel I was staying at.
That's
because I think the router was on the absolute opposite end of the building.
0.03 is like dial-up.
Yeah.
I don't even think that's dial-up.
I
was just gonna say
that's
not even
slightly better
dial-up.
than 26.6. Let's put that into perspective. You were getting slightly better than the worst dial-up you can remember. No, there was 14.4, of course.
I was gonna say my first internet was 14.4, bitch.
I didn't have 14.4. My dad bought really expensive 28.
I had all.
Stick around for my pickups because there's a few things there I think you'll like.
One thing my dad's always been a tech geek, so he's always got gadgets. So When CD-ROMs were still around, my dad bought a worm drive so he could burn discs. I mean, like, it's again when it was a worm drive. It's not quite the same thing as a CD burner, so it required a bit of finagling to use for what he wanted.
Can anyone explain to me why I tried to post in the Twitch chat?
Okay.
But it wouldn't send. It says your message wasn't posted due to conflicts with the channels.
I don't know.
No
Are
idea.
you having quack?
Yeah, all I wrote was Christmas is almost here, and it wouldn't
The
send.
permit button. Let's see if that changes things. That sometimes changes things. I don't know, dude. It might be one of the banned words for some reason still.
Let me try Xmas.
He hasn't like fucking changed. Maybe it's still like X-Man or X-Men or something.
I have popcorn from Go-To Snacks from the dollar store.
Why can't Sean? Why is the word Xmas banned in your chat?
What?
No one
I
can.
tried Xmas or
Xmas.
Christmas.
It's banned. Xmas and Christmas are banned in your chat. Is there a
Because I
reason?
banned all of them months ago. You guys know that.
Why?
Because fuck Christmas, that's why.
Oh. Okay. I had no idea you did this. Actually.
I did this
No.
months ago. Actually, no, it's... I guess I can unban them for now. Oh, my camera is now ass. Hold on.
That's what you get. Trying to ban.
That's what you get for Christmas. That was great. That was great.
Speaking of ass,
That was just perfectly timed.
Grinch. Everyone called him a Grinch in the chat. And Scrooge over here. They're roasting the shit out of you.
Oh, God.
That was great. The holiday that must not
Because
be.
fuck Christmas. No. Alright,
Just say the holidays.
hold on.
Oh.
Testing,
God.
no. Hold on, I gotta...
Yes, worm drive does mean write once, read many, and it was, like I said, it was a finagle bitch to get fucking working, because it's basically a replicator's drive, way back when...
Testing.
Right.
There we go. Okay.
So,
Hold
yeah.
on a second. I gotta get into my dashboard. I don't even remember where that is.
It's in your channel settings somewhere.
Hold on. Here we go.
And so...
It's moderation. There it is. Okay, let's see. Blocked terms. Christ. Christmas. Christmas. Christmas.
I can link
Christmas.
Christ.
Christmas.
Fuck
Christmas.
Christ.
Christmas.
I'm kidding.
Xmas. Xmas.
iPhone, you blocked iPhone with spaces for some reason.
We also blocked headphone jack, iPhone, iTunes.
That's great. That's so amazing.
Also theatrical cuts and walkie-talkie cut, because
Oh, you're so evil. I love it.
we love you, JL, but shut up about all of those things, please.
Good lord.
Now, the most important question,
There you go.
though,
You can now talk about Christmas.
You now talk about Christmas.
John, more importantly, though,
Oh, you're
did
very
you block the term Christamins?
I did not. I'll remember that next year.
X and ass.
So, story on that one. Sean came out to visit us for Christmas one year when I was probably about 9 or 10.
Yes.
And he left me a note on my computer. The idea was like, I think he had to leave early for a flight or something, and I was going to read it the next day when I sat down on my computer.
Yeah.
Just like, hey Kaz, great to see you, blah, blah, blah. And then he was joking about how he wasn't going to come for Christmas the next year. And then he's like, just kidding. And then he mistyped it, and he said, I'll definitely be there for Christamins next year.
Yeah.
It was like Christ and AMNS. I'm like, there isn't even an N in there. So he explained that he'd been up all night, and it was 5 in the morning when he wrote that. He's a little tired.
Mm-hmm.
So ever since then, Christmas has always been Christamins to Sean
Always
and I.
been Christamins, yeah.
No,
Merry Christamins.
If you type Festivus for the rest of us in Google,
They need
it actually gives you the date.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, you need to ban iSpace phone, apparently.
What?
You need to ban iSpace phone. Someone found a loophole.
Oh, that's fine. I'm not too concerned
And
about that one.
iPhone with no O, apparently. You gotta ban that one.
I flew. Oh, yeah.
Oh, seriously, oh, yeah, okay, I see that. Go ahead and keep typing. Very Let's get this thing.
It was mainly because at the time there was some iPhone thing, and that was a big feature difference, and JL was just going on about it endlessly.
Yeah. Also, fuck iPhones.
And fuck iPhones, yeah. I still love your little Ming the Merciless over there. I just wanted to say that.
Oh, that's all thanks to Owen Neal. Good old friend of mine. Right next to my, this is my weed.
Owen has good taste in stuff. I'm always interested to see what he shows in Show and Tell.
And then he sent that
on the Discord.
Yeah, go figure.
Popcorn everywhere.
Only reason you see so much over here is because my pickup's over here. But yeah,
right,
a giant mountain of Lego.
Yes.
Just all over the floor, and this racking goes all the way to this goes all the way to the ceiling too.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of Lego. Too much Lego for one man. And that's why I must keep building upon it with more Lego. So I bought another Lego.
Alright,
I bought some Lego this week.
shall we do some pickups then?
It's actually a blue Lego, close enough.
That's good.
I'm ready.
Mr. Quack, sir.
Yes.
What'd you get this week? Other than into a fight
I've
with
been out.
someone, apparently.
Showing about months of film. I'll just show off one thing that I have in the room with me. I got the Criterion
Oh,
100 Years of Olympic Film set.
holy shit. That thing
huge.
is massive.
How much did that cost?
200.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. Worth every fucking penny. That's a shelf breaker.
That's
Jeez.
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
How much does it weigh?
Almost as much as my son.
You should like
Like
hold your baby. I can just see you going, it's about the right, yeah, it's about the same.
It is 6,253 minutes.
Jesus.
That's
So,
like 10 seasons worth of a show.
I know.
an hour long show.
It's fucking Olympics, bro. All of the Olympics.
Yeah, I'm a huge Olympic fan, so I was really excited to finally get that.
I'm interested in just the documentary about that they released about the Olympics. That documentary film that they did.
Which one?
They had like just a documentary about the Olympics, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Which that's probably in that set.
And then I also picked up that the Steam player that was Brandon. What was it? It was 95% off, right?
Yeah, it was $10 shipped
What was
to
this?
the US. It was called the Steam Link device that they had on
Oh.
Steam. On Black Friday, they had it on sale for $10 shipped. It was like $4, $3.99, and then it was like $6 shipping.
Wow.
Yep.
What is it, though? Like, what?
It's a thing to play computer games on your TV. It basically streams your Steam to your TV.
Oh.
It's really good for. You can also use it. What I'm going to use it for is streaming video to your TV. It's very cheap. It's a $10 video streaming device.
That's cool.
So it allows me to stream over Ethernet. The fucking a movie that I have on my computer, so I can watch it in the living room or whatever.
See, in my case, I just have an HDMI splitter and an HDMI switcher that basically does that.
Yes, but you can get a longer. Ethernet cable with less data corruption than you can HDMI cable.
Well, yeah, except all my stuff is within a 20-foot span of each other, so...
Yeah. This is for the future when I have the PC in a completely different room. This is why I bought it. For $10. I mean, I can fuck around with it and try other things, too.
So besides that, I also picked up 3 Lego modular sets this week, all retired ones.
Christ. Those are like $200 a piece.
What? You
froze.
Quack? You froze.
And
You're
What?
frozen, Quack.
You're
frozen. Still frozen.
Nobody can't even hear you. You realize that?
All I heard was Lego.
Back.
Lego.
Oh, maybe not.
Go back to I also got.
Yeah.
Okay. The Fire Brigade, the Pet Shop, and the Grand Emporium.
Which are 3 Lego modular sets. They're like $299 a piece.
Holy shit.
Thousands of pieces each.
Basically, yeah.
But the thing is once you buy that thing, the minute it goes out of print, it's literally worth 2 to 3 times its cost because they're limited.
Yeah, and these ones were from...
No one buys them, right? So.
Exactly. And these ones I got were from 2010, 11, and 12, so...
Because they were for a while they were releasing only 1 a year, but now they're releasing like 4 a year. 1 every quarter is a different.
Nice.
Oh, no, they're still doing 1 a year. Every January 1st one comes out.
Oh, is it really? Because I could have swore there's like more than one a year now. There's a bunch of them now that you can buy right now.
Oh, also my one Black Friday Lego purchase was the Sanctum from the Infinity Wars.
Nice. I really want to get the I want to get the Detective's Office. That's the one I want to get.
Yeah, that one looks pretty
good. Tired, of course.
Mhm.
I missed it right before I even knew it existed.
And that's all I got.
I'll probably never get that one, sadly, because now it's like $400 something. Like,
That's crazy. Let's go wash my hand. Right back.
Lego, man, it's a good investment. So even if you buy Lego and like you never do anything with it, as long as it just stays in the box, it's worth twice what you got as soon as it goes out of print. Any Lego set, it's worth twice what you paid for it. And you get those limited edition poly bags from like movie promotions, and you never open them. Those can be worth buku bucks. I have a Steven Spielberg's like movie studio line Lego Director, which is like only released in a poly bag. I actually have 2 of those motherfuckers. Just they're expensive. That's like a $50 minifigure. It's like loose. I mean, like it's crazy. And poly bag is worth hundreds. Like Lego is nuts.
Well, yeah, I sold a Spider-Man minifig from 2013 Comic-Con for $2,000.
Good lord.
This is weird.
God damn.
Stoudman.
Stoudman.
What'd you get?
First of all, I got this.
Ooh.
The Twilight Zone Complete Series.
Very nice.
Oh, that's the one I saw before the show. That's the only thing I saw, though.
Which, yes, you can literally take out the whole thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, it's that thing. Yeah.
But that's got like all the extras and stuff on it too, right? Like, it's just a big repackage.
Yeah, it's got a bunch of stuff features.
Space station packaging. Like,
Radio dramas,
Yeah.
audio commentaries.
Yeah. Basically, when they did the definitive collection on DVD a few years ago, that became the standard extras package for that. And I've seen it carry over to
Only
subsequent
$42.50 during the
Fuck.
Black Friday sale.
Really
Nice.
wish I had
Good
known
deal.
about that. I would have grabbed that.
wish I could have afforded it. I can't afford stuff.
I also got Horizon Zero Dawn, the complete edition.
Nice.
$10.
Nice.
That's pretty
My
sweet.
girlfriend really liked that game. I haven't played it yet.
I don't
It's a good
remember
game.
how much of these I showed you guys, if any, so I'll just go ahead and show you.
Uh-huh.
Saving Private Ryan on 4K.
Ooh, Saving Ryan's Privates.
Uh-huh.
The best one I got here, Interstellar 4K.
Love that movie so much.
This is one you absolutely have to have on 4K.
I still need to see that. I have owned it for ages.
too.
So good.
You know,
Gladiator 4K.
I love that
I
movie.
also have that.
They became part of the 3 for $40 sale on Amazon. So.
Oh, nice.
Good deal.
And
Good deal. Good movies.
Magnificent Ambersons.
Oh yeah, I need that.
I really want to do
I
that.
need that.
Same.
I got it. They're still doing the Barnes. I believe they're still doing the Barnes and Noble Criterion sale.
Really?
Maybe.
It doesn't work out that much cheaper for me here in Canada, sadly.
Oh, damn!
Like I might as well just get it at regular price through Amazon CA.
I got a bunch of used stuff from Second Spin,
Uh huh.
including Akira.
Oh, nice. Is that the 25th anniversary edition?
I don't know. Probably not.
It's the same. It is. There's no extras on it no matter what. So.
No. The 25th anniversary edition has a shit ton of extras on it.
No, it doesn't. I
Yes,
got
it
the
does.
fuck.
This
Yes,
one
it does.
has one teaser number 1, teaser number 2, TV commercial,
It should have
trailer
multiple-
number 1, trailer number 2.
Hold on.
and
What
Oh, I
about
take it back.
the audio options? It should have all the different dubs on it.
I take it back. It does have a bunch of extras on it.
Yeah.
It's got Japanese, Dolby,
And
Japanese,
yes, it's that's the same edition. This is what I have.
Japanese linear.
The flip cover says 25th anniversary on it.
Right.
It's got
Yeah.
4 audio options.
It's the one here. It's the same one, Justin. As I have.
It should have 2 different English ones: the original streamlined
Yeah,
dub
this
from
one
the
has-
80s, and then the Pioneer dub from like 2004 or whenever it was.
This one has 1 English. Wait, no, yeah,
It has 2.
It should have
Yeah,
2.
100. I just said 4 or 5 times. It's the same fucking release. It has 2. For fuck's sake! I'm holding it right here.
But does it have the same stuff on it?
here.
Oh, it's the same fucking dish. You fuck.
Could be different somehow.
Anyways, I got Song of the Sea.
Song of the Sea.
Never seen it.
Really, really good movie. It's from the same people who did Secret of Kells.
God, it's like I'm watching you on YouTube in 2006.
And this is after I got the internet fixed. Literally.
Excellent.
So,
Good job.
You're an N-Gage. We're watching on N-Gage right now.
Engage.
Clerks 2.
Sega CD.
Oh, God.
Full
Can you
motion
tell what
video.
this one is? Can
the
you tell
Sega
what
CD.
this one is?
I love Clerks
Deadpool?
2. Is it Deadpool
Thought I
3?
saw an E there.
I got Casino. This one's kind of harder to see. Actually.
Oh, Casino.
Nice.
That's such an old Blu-ray now. That's like that first
Yeah, it
movie.
is.
You can tell the blue bar at the bottom.
Reindeer Games.
Jeez, that cover's terrible.
It
How
is.
could you tell?
That's better. That's worse. That's as bad as Better Off Dead. Misrepresenting within it.
Oh, good. Is
Yeah.
that the new remastered version?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
That's what I have. I have like the box set they put out of it.
Now, I still want to get the 4K, but this one has like some special features I don't believe are on the 4K. So
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have a feeling when I get around to watching The Sopranos, I'm going to go through all my mob movies as well.
Probably. You go on a binge, Casino, and
I don't actually have Casino. I don't think I have Casino. Unless
You can
someone
see
sent
Right.
it to me.
those, man. Those are like essentials.
Someone might have sent it to me, actually. What do I
Or as
got?
my late grandma used to call them, the Sporanos.
The
Sporanos?
What do I got? I've got The Godfather. I've got Goodfellas, and Donnie Brasco, and I can't remember. I got a couple more in there somewhere. The Untouchables. Got The Untouchables with Kevin Costner and Sean
I feel
Connery.
like Untouchables is more of a cop movie. It's from the cop protection. I feel like Johnny
It
Bravo is
is.
more of an undercover cop. Don't put that undercover cop.
It is, but it's still a
You
fucking
say
great
undercover
movie.
cop in one sentence.
And I mean, come on, it's about them taking down Al Pacino. Al Capone.
I was just gonna say.
Al Capone.
My favorite part.
I'm just gonna have another
No,
drink. Cheers.
that was Scarface.
My favorite part of Untouchables is
There's
the
Scarface
Naked
too,
Gun
but that's not really
spoof
my
of
movie.
the Untouchables with Leslie Nielsen as the Elliot Ness character running down the stairs while like this baby is just like slow mo and he's like,
I think that's-
oh, and, like
I think it's in one of the Naked Gun movies, isn't it?
yeah, I said
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
the Naked Gun. It's the Naked. My favorite part is the part in Naked Gun. That's my
Oh,
favorite
okay.
part of Untouchables.
Gotcha.
The Naked Gun when Leslie Nielsen chasing after the baby.
Yeah.
Such a bad-
Is that it, Stoud?
yeah, that's it. I'm
Okay,
done.
cool. Eric, the gamer. Your camera is so much more beautifuler than Stoud's today. What did you get? Oh, nice. But it doesn't play real PlayStation discs, so what's the point?
That's my answer to that.
So yeah, I picked up I had this pre-order for a while.
Wait, was this the one where they didn't release the game list for like a million years? Okay,
Yeah.
what's the game list?
The
We
game
need
list.
to know.
So, just like the classic, it's listed on the back. I mean,
Nice.
this box is dead on to the original PlayStation.
I remember. I recognize that. Yeah, it's very nice.
Like even all the way down to the ring of paint that gets ripped off when you take off the.
Excellent.
Perfect.
I mean, like it's that
Oh my
accurate.
god, that's such a nostalgic experience right there.
I know, right? All right, so here's
It's like how we like our
here's
rental
the,
stickers on our old VHS covers.
Exactly.
here's the official list. We have
for you!
Battle Arena Toshinden,
Uh-huh.
Cool Borders 2,
Nice.
Destruction Derby,
Oh, that's a fun one. I have that on PS3.
Final Fantasy 7.
Also that, yeah.
We have Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, the original. Nice.
Yeah. Intelligent Cube.
Uh-huh.
Jumping Flash.
Nice. That's a good one.
Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, yeah. Classic.
And it does have the second disc with the VR missions.
The VR missions. Nice.
Mr. Driller.
It's a future sequel to Dig Dug. That's Mr. Driller is one
Yeah.
of that universe.
Yeah, spiritual sequel.
That's cool.
One of my favorite, one of two of my favorite games on here, Oddworld Abe's Odyssey
oh, yes.
on
I
here.
got them.
Yeah, I've got that on PS3 through the PlayStation
Love
Store.
Abe's Odyssey.
They did a big like remaster of that recently too, didn't they?
Yeah, I got the remaster on my PC.
A bit of funny story though about Abe's Odyssey. The first time I ever played it was on the PC back when it first came out.
Oh.
And we owned it. It was one of the few PC games we actually owned because my dad saw a commercial for it and thought it looked funny and looked fun.
Yeah.
And it's one of the rare few times that he actually went out on his own and bought a PC game or bought a game.
Nice.
And it was Oddworld.
What a good choice too, I could say.
Oh yeah, I mean I've loved any Oddworld game ever since then. I had actually for the PlayStation when I had my original PlayStation, I had Abe's Exodus, the second game.
Oh, okay. To answer your question, Michael, we've been live for about 45 minutes, so
yeah,
almost halfway.
So the next game here we have the original Rayman, the 2D side-scrolling Rayman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not the 3D Rayman.
Oh, right. You know, I know the one you're talking about. Remember when that first came out? This was an era when graphics cards were still kind of limited in their capability of how many colors they could display. And one of the big deals of the Rayman was it was one of the first games to have a 32,000 color display. I remember. This is still out of all the reviewers that have reviewed the PlayStation Classic, they say that Rayman is one of the most gorgeous games on this list. Yeah,
unlike all of them on here that are all 3D and stuff like that, except for one other one.
Yeah.
It's only
it's actually except for two others. It's 2D graphics, so they hold up really well.
Yeah, yeah.
So, the next one, because I know Sean, you love this one, the director's cut of Resident Evil.
Yes, I love it.
Yes, and playing it with the original non-DualShock PlayStation controller on top of it.
Oh,
Even
God,
better. Give me all that D-pad, man.
So, in the world of Zaren Isaac, to quote AVGN on it, though, it's like puking on a pile of shit.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
The tank controls.
For me though, if you want to experience the very first Resident Evil,
yeah,
this is the way you need to experience it.
Yeah.
In its shitty glory.
To really get full
non-DualShock original PlayStation controller.
Yeah.
That is
I do actually.
And I like the director's cut with the nicer intro.
Yeah, I do actually have the remaster on PS3 of that and Resident Evil 0. So,
yeah, I know you don't completely hate the original
and
Resident
then
Evil.
I've got all the remasters of all the PS2 ones that they put out as well. So I've got the
right.
Yeah, it's all right. Like I mean, it's kind of one of those things I just have to be in the mood for. But there are aspects of the old school control scheme whatnot that just really piss me off.
Oh yeah. I mean, any hardcore fan like me of the original Resident Evil will tell you the very first game is what we call chunky.
Chunky.
It is chunky.
You got to eat it with a fork and a spoon,
and maybe a knife. gotta cut some chunks into smaller pieces.
That's right.
So the next one, I don't have any history with this, but a lot of people do, and they were very happy to see it on here. Revelations Persona.
Ah, okay.
Which is we now know it as the Persona series. Persona 2, 3, 4, or 5, whatever.
There's a bunch of like spin-offs and side.
It's a really fucking weird Japanese RPG.
Yeah. I've never, like the continuity of the sequels gets really fucked up after a while, and I just did it. Like, I don't know which one goes where.
Right. The one of the two most celebrated games on this list, Ridge Racer Type 4.
Oh yeah, I remember Ridge Racer.
Ridge Racer. No, sorry.
Yeah.
An audit edition, but still a good one. Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo.
Interesting.
Yeah, kind of didn't expect that one. I made a joke in Cram about this game a couple days ago, talking about people being tased so much that they actually catch fire.
Oh yeah.
Siphon Filter.
Siphon Filter, yeah.
If you don't remember Siphon Filter, where have you been? This is an absolutely fun action game.
I think I've got it on PlayStation 3 as well. Now, yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, with Siphon Filter, if you just keep pouring on if you tase somebody, you just keep pouring it on, they literally burst into flames.
Yep. My favorite thing to do, because also your taser doesn't seem to have a range or a limit to that range.
Oh, just like in real life.
Yeah, so you could literally, and it has like a rope connection to it. You could tase someone who's sniping you
Nice.
from the top of a building somewhere. You can just sit there, tase, and it cuts to them being electrocuted, and they start catching fire. Then when you stop, you can see their flaming body fall off the building and land on the ground. It is the most satisfying thing.
That is amazing. Just your super taser with unlimited range.
And the whole fact, I mean, it's just like, there's such a visceral experience to it, because the whole time, the guy's screaming bloody murder.
Of course. He's on
He's just
fire.
like, ah, and he's like going like this, he's twitching. Then he starts, because I love it makes the progression too. It goes from like twitching electricity to smoke, and then to fire.
Perfect.
So yes, Siphon Filter. It's a must play.
Set people on fire. The game.
Set people on fire. Yes. The other top celebrated game on here, Tekken 3.
Oh yes, of course, the classic.
Yeah,
Tekken.
one of the best Tekken games ever released.
Yeah.
The only one that comes close is Tag.
Yeah, Tag Tournament. No.
Yeah.
Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six. This was an odd one.
Yeah.
That's a very odd one.
This game is fucking horrible.
I remember.
I'm sorry.
What is it? I remember seeing the N64 version of it, and that one was actually pretty good. But
Well, yeah, because they had an analog stick.
that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Rainbow Six. That
Oh
game
God,
is-
you
And
can't
more-
use the analog stick with Rainbow Six on the.
No.
Oh my God.
There's no game.
Imagine
No.
playing a really shitty 3D version of Doom
Yeah.
with like,
Okay.
which I actually
Well. with,
I had to figure out to open a door.
Hmm.
To open a door,
Uh-huh.
you have to hold L1 and then press the circle button
Of course.
Yeah.
Logically.
to open a door. Your main X button, the face, what I call the face button, the main one,
Yeah.
ducks.
I remember. I remember when Rainbow Six came out. There was actually a novel as well of the character. But I remember when that came out, it was really hyped up as being one of the first sort of really realistic sort of espionage first-person games, because you could literally get killed in one shot and stuff.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you really had
See,
to
I had the
focus
same
on
experience.
stealth and so forth.
I had the same experience, but it wasn't with Rainbow Six.
Oh, okay.
It was with Ghost Recon.
Okay.
It's the same exact thing. You know,
Yeah.
you go into a building, you know, or you go on a mission, and it's like a one shot, you're dead.
Yeah.
You got to make it as realistic as possible, but
Yeah.
didn't quite work well on the
No,
N64.
but I think Rainbow Six was the first one to do that, and then the subsequent Tom Clancy games kind of followed suit. But yeah, the N64 was pretty good, but apparently the PS1 version not so much.
So yeah, so there's Rainbow Six on here for some reason.
Mhm.
The original Twisted Metal.
Oh, not the second one. The second one's so much better.
Yeah, everyone wanted the second one.
I know.
I remember playing a lot of the second one, but I actually have a lot more nostalgia for the first one.
I've played
So
the
for me
shit out of the
personally-
second one. I still play the second one sometimes. Like, it's so good.
Yeah, so for me personally, seeing the first one on there is like a huge nostalgia trip for me.
I love blowing up the
And
Eiffel Tower and then using it as a bridge.
There you go.
Or I guess
And
a
last
ramp.
but not least, yeah, if FF7 wasn't enough, or Revelations Persona, we have Wild Arms.
Ah, okay.
Actual
So,
and
so you got the what I call the trifecta on the PlayStation
Nice.
for Japanese RPGs.
There's an anime that ties into that.
I wish they would put Lunar on there. That's the one I wish. Like that would have been good.
Yeah, Lunar, and the other one I heard a lot was Suikoden.
Yeah, either one looking cool. I also
Or Suikoden, depending on who you talk to.
I also wish they would have put like maybe a vertical shooter in there, because there's a lot of those in the PlayStation.
Yeah, I would have loved to see like
Yeah.
friggin', like Einhinder
So-
or something.
So I don't
Anything
know
other than Rainbow Six?
So, a bunch of people in the chat were saying that there's apparently some other games hidden in the source code.
Oh, and there's
Yeah,
like,
let me clear that up here real
also
quick.
there's a lack of a puzzle game. That's another thing.
Okay.
There's Mr. Driller, and there's Intelligent Cube,
And there's Puzzle Fighter.
That's true. There's
and
a
Super
thriller.
Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo.
Fighter. I forgot about
Okay.
that one.
Okay. Oh yeah, so here's the
Nora.
digital controller. It is dead on.
Yeah.
Like
That's
even in
good.
weight, it feels exactly the same.
Nice.
They are USB. They have these. When you plug them into the console, it looks like you plugged in the original controller. I think
Oh,
it's
okay.
awesome.
A little thing. Yeah,
That's
that's
cute.
nice.
That's really cute.
These do work on the PC.
Cool.
So if you don't like that anymore, you can use these on the PC and play some PlayStation emulated games.
Nice.
But it's already been hacked, by the way.
Okay, of course.
Already been hacked. Use a thumb drive. You can put your own games on it.
There you go.
So,
It's already been a naughty boy and done it.
So
yeah,
what's
I've
this?
tested it,
So
yeah.
what's this thing about the 36 games hidden in the source code?
okay, no, the 36 games were not hidden in the source code, and nor are they hidden in the console.
Okay.
It was people literally just discovered the bug testing list of games that they tried because it's an open source emulator.
Oh, so it's just a list of game titles?
It's just a
not-
list of game titles. That's all it is.
It's the games you were considering,
Oh,
right?
you stupid people!
And what people needed to read into the articles that they were writing about was it wasn't they found these games. No, it was they found a list of games that Sony was considering.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Alright, okay.
All those games are up for consideration, and a lot of reasons
Failed.
Yeah, and you look at that list, and every single one of them, you can easily come up with a licensing problem,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know. And I've actually gone in and tried some of these games, and they don't run very well
Yeah.
because of the open source emulator.
Oh, okay.
and something like they didn't want to do DualShock, so some of those games won't work either because they don't have.
Oh yeah, so
They need
like you're
DualShock.
not going to see,
Yeah.
you know, you would have never seen Ape Escape on here,
Yeah.
Which one? That's one I would love to see.
which was the game that sold the DualShock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
okay.
that game came out and it was packaged with a DualShock controller.
Gotcha.
I always wanted it. I
Right.
played it later.
So that's for me. When the first time I ever saw a DualShock controller,
Yeah.
it was advertising Ape Escape. That was the reason for it.
Cool.
So,
Okay, so that's the one thing?
yep,
Awesome. Well, that's a very cool one.
I got a USB hub to power all my mini consoles sitting up
Oh,
here.
okay.
It's that thing in the back.
Nice. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I see.
Yeah, but there they all are sitting.
That's awesome. Look at that little shelf of retro goodness. It's beautiful. I like
So
how the
they're
controller is as big as the NES.
I know,
you know?
right?
Like,
That's the one thing I like that's consistent
that's so
across
funny.
all of them.
Without the sort of things around it for scale, like you could just take a look at
They
it.
just hold-
Oh yeah, it's just like those old consoles right there.
Oh
And
yeah.
then-
That's fun.
And then there's a fucking. It's like those are giant consoles. Look at that arcade cabinet.
yeah,
Fuck.
yeah, I know.
Oh, I know.
I really like systems. They make giant versions. Do they work? Sorry.
That's great.
Oh yeah, I'm
Just
hanging
gonna
down a
confuse.
bit.
Someone saw a photo of that and just confused.
Yeah, so the only ones I'm missing
Historians
right
do
now.
that. I'm so confused.
Yeah.
Weren't these
But I-
larger? Were these smaller?
Mhm.
What's going on here? You know.
So yeah, so I have the like I said the Atari and the ColecoVision.
I love
The
the
one I'm missing, my brain farted. Is I'm missing the Commodore 64 Mini.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
I will be
right.
getting. I mean, it's not expensive. I just need to find the time to buy it,
Yeah, for sure.
to budget it in, because it's like $60 or something like that. It's not
Oh,
Yeah.
all that
yeah,
expensive.
And it's not. Apparently, there's a lot of problems with it, but you know, who cares?
Oh no, actually, they just did a firmware update and fixed all those problems and
Okay.
natively added ability to add your own games.
Nice.
Done. Sold. I'm gonna
Yeah,
probably
done, sold. It's now like people were like,
Definitely
yeah,
want
this is neat, but it's kind of awkward and stuff like that. And it's gone from that to, if you're at all interested in the Commodore, this is what you want to get. It's the
Yeah.
easiest way to do
Oh, the
it.
Commodore 64 was great. All my friends had those, and I had the Apple IIc. So they would
I
come
did-
over to play games that they didn't have on their systems on mine, and vice versa. But I remember the Commodore 64 was notable to me because it was the first system of any kind I had seen that could play like pretty darn close to arcade accurate games. You know,
Yeah.
at the time. Like I remember playing Commando on it, and it was like, holy shit, this is like, I think this is actually better than the arcade version, you know. And and Rambo, which was kind of a Commando knockoff, but a good one. And Paradroid was another one I loved. And then I was so excited when they did an updated version on the Amiga in 1990 called Paradroid 90, and it was even better. It just felt just like the old one, but it was bigger.
It's all about that music that comes out of that Commodore.
Oh my god, the SID chip, yes!
This fucking boner material. If you like
Holy
chip
shit!
tune.
Oh yeah, if you like chip tunes, like that is
Yeah.
where a lot of the best
That's
chip
what-
composers of all time.
One of my
came
favorite
from.
bands, Macadamic Supremacy, is a metal band that uses a SID chip.
Yeah, like Rob Hubbard and Martin Galway.
I can very comfortably say, you know, fuck DOS sounds, fuck Amiga sounds.
Ooh,
And a Commodore SID chip, bitch.
Wow.
Shots fired.
I wouldn't say fuck Amiga, but definitely fuck DOS.
Shots fucking fired.
Fucking
oh god.
bleepy bloopy bullshit. Like, no, SID chip, that's like proper 8-bit tastiness.
It's the soft glow of 8-bit electric sex.
Yeah, if you get a chance, listen to the music from Commando and Rambo sometime. Two amazing Commodore 64 soundtracks.
Yeah. It's been a while since I heard it, but yeah.
Love both of those so much. I actually made audio tapes of them at a friend's place who had them and would listen to them at school.
I really want to get that Commodore Mini. That
The funny thing is,
I can't.
I do believe, if I remember correctly, the SID chip was the most powerful chip in the Commodore.
I'm not surprised. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
for
like
sure.
3 voice or something, which was unheard of at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it was very big at the time. Like,
It was stereo, it was dual channel, 3 voice.
Yeah.
I don't know how many sound or noise channels it had. I mean, but it was
was
enough that they
I'm sure
put
you
in
Well, it was
SID chips all the way up to this day.
It was one of the ones. Is one of the first ones, if not the first one, where you could have multiple different types of waveforms sequenced on the same channel. So it didn't have to be the same type of waveform all the time. So you could throw it into a sequencer and just do a whole bunch of different sounds and then smush them all together. So it allowed for a lot of variance and a lot of mixing and matching of sounds and everything. And some of the composers who worked in that era just did absolute fucking magic with it. Like, it's just amazing.
LGR actually showed off one. It was a Fire and Ice.
Yeah.
Has on really any platform that it was on. 'Cause it was on the Amiga. It was on the Commodore.
Yes, I know the one you're talking about.
That one has it uses that technique where it uses multiple different types of sound across one voice channel.
Yeah.
And it uses all 3 voice channels to make it sound like that there's like a full band playing.
Oh, I know. It's amazing what could be done with that in capable hands.
Yeah,
So-
it's fucking nuts.
All right. So, Cass, what do you got?
I mean, he's not even there.
Skinslip, what do you got?
He's not there either.
Well then.
It's nice.
That was perfect. Very well timed.
Good job. Good job, guys.
So what I was going to mention before my internet cut out earlier is that there's a game coming out that they announced during the Game Awards I think it's called Outer Worlds.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's from the
And-
people who did Fallout.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
The
think I saw you
original
talking
Fallout.
about that
Yeah.
somewhere.
Not the new Fallout, the
Obsidian.
original Fallout.
They did the original Fallout. They did Fallout New Vegas. They
Yeah.
did KOTOR 2. They aren't a bad team, right?
Yeah, it
And
looks
the
really
game-
good.
It looks like Fallout in space, essentially.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah.
Like if you had any history with the original Fallout, it's
The
pretty much
answer is
that in
sold,
space.
friend. The answer is sold.
I heard a door open.
I'm coming back.
Was it
Sorry.
Cass's or Brandon's? I don't know.
Oh, I had
It's
to come back.
Skinslip. There he is. All right.
Sorry, was it my turn?
It is your turn. Yes, we
course
just
it was.
I
Anyway.
switched to your empty chair and asked what it got this week. And
Oh, well, it got lots of farts.
It didn't answer.
Lots of farts, including at least one blood
It
fart.
was.
Oh, lovely.
All right, so
And Cass is back too.
Welcome
That's
back,
what I just
Cass.
walked back in for. So
so
I just sat down, put my headphones on, and blood farts.
you're welcome.
I would have just went like, "Yep."
Okay, so like Quack was talking about, I also got a Steam link because they were $10.
Very
I
nice.
figured I'll figure something else out to do with that. Who fucking knows? Next, I got the only movie I got this week, The Meg. Of course, I got The Meg. With
Yay,
flippers,
The Meg.
because of course. Things are important to me, you know.
I knew you wanted the Meg.
Yes. Next, I bought a bootleggo.
A bootleggo.
Yes, it is by this company called Kazi. They make this really fucking rad tank.
Oh, you actually got it?
Oh yeah, dude. It comes. I built this already. I built this off stream just to try out the bricks. They're actually pretty decent quality. They're not Lego because look, they have a pretty tight fit for most pieces. A few pieces are a little bit loose, but like it's not so
Okay.
bad. The part where the difference in quality is its durability. These pieces mar very easily. So they're not going to live up for multiple replayability. But starting Monday, We're building this on stream on Monday.
Oh, nice.
The only thing that's built already is I already built the treads because it was 200 little pieces, and I never want to put myself through that ever again.
No more tanks for Skinslip.
My fingers were bleeding. This plastic was cutting me up as they're trying to put it together. No joke. The only problem with this kit is that all the edges are so fucking sharp. You will slice yourself open. So it's not the same tolerance as the Lego.
Looks pretty badass though.
It's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
And I've actually gone through the set, and there's some pieces you're like, that's a fucking Lego ripoff. And then some other pieces like Lego's never made this piece. I want this in Lego.
Yeah.
Lego, make this piece. So
Very
that's
cool.
the one toy I bought. But I got that specifically to do on stream starting Monday.
Nice. I should do my Alien
Yes.
kit on stream.
Fuck.
That'd be a
Yes,
good
you should.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Next. First up, I got, courtesy of the Salt Lake County Library.
Nice.
Second Genesis, excuse me, which is
Giant size X-Men number 1 and forward. Yeah.
But you know,
Oh yeah.
it was $20 for two of them. The other one from
That's
Salt
right.
Lake County is the Madripoor.
It's like
Wolverine
the
volume.
first 20 issues of Wolverine, I think, something like that.
Big fucking crease here, and the first Marvel Comics Presents story,
Oh, okay. Nice.
which is Marvel Comics Presents 1 through 10.
Yeah, actually, my Fantastic Four volume 1 has a big crease like that. But I got mine from Amazon, not from a third-party seller, from Amazon.
I bought these from Amazon through a third-party seller,
Yeah.
but
So,
next I bought brand new because it was on sale for $17.
ooh, nice.
And Mutant Genesis was the end of Claremont's run.
Which volume is that?
Volume 19.
19, right? And then the other one's volume 5, I think, right?
X-Men Second Genesis is volume 5, correct.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the whole 60s era is just the first 4 volumes, and that's it.
It's at first. What it is the first 3 volumes is the entirety of the first 66 issues,
Yes.
plus all the standalone stuff that they did between.
Yeah.
And nobody knows what volume 4 is, but I think it's actually X-Men: The Hidden Years, which is exactly where that would slide in.
It's
and the entire run would fit in one epic collection.
well, you can find out what it is by looking at what's in the Masterwork collections. Like, there actually was, like, a lot of guest appearances and shit in between there.
But that's all in that third volume.
I don't think it is. I don't think
But
it is.
I'm telling you, I had this feeling. I had this feeling, dude.
I don't know.
I think we're gonna get it.
I don't know.
Because after that 4th volume, you jump to X Factors where that picks up.
Now, here's a question. Here's a question for you. If if they were going to do something like that with Second Genesis, does it include the backup stories and additional pages from Classic X-Men?
Well, it does not. That's the only problem with the Epic Collections. It doesn't include that stuff. So but they did just release the X-Men Classics Omnibus Volume 1.
True.
So, and there's also, I think, 2 volumes of the regular trade paperback. So I think their intention is to release them. But yeah, I would have liked it better if they had instead padded out the run and
They put out a couple of trades a few years, like about 10, 15 years ago.
Yes.
Like 2 volumes, I think, that had...
Rarities 1 and 2.
Yeah, was it Rarities? I forget. I don't think it was Rarities. It was something else. Like
there's also another volume with
but anyway, what it was is it was strictly a collection of the additional material and the backup stories from X-Men Classic.
Yeah.
It didn't do all of them though.
It's nothing super significant. Most of it's just like character piece stuff. But
yeah, but I like it. It's good little stories and some great artwork by John Bolton. You know,
I'm sad it's not included, but it is not, unfortunately. Yeah. So the big deal with this now. This is famous because after issue 3 of X-Men, the newly launched series, title, I mean, Claremont left because of creative differences. So that's where this ends, at issue 3. They did this on purpose so that Claremont fans could do the Claremont run, have this piece, and then there's a series called X-Men Forever, where an alternate timeline, he got to continue where he left off and tell the story he wanted to tell.
Oh,
and then there's like a whole extra series in that, and then they get drug into the main timeline after that.
Interesting.
So there's 2 tiny teams of X-Men actually running around.
That's funny. That reminds me of what IDW did with Transformers, where they had Simon Furman come back and do Regeneration 1, which picked up the story from the end of the original Marvel series for another 20 issues. So they went up to a full, so basically made that a full 100 issue story.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome. I still need to pick those up. I really want those as a companion piece to my Transformers Classics set.
Right. Next, we got Batman Anarchy, which we got for the Anarchy miniseries. The first miniseries.
Don't know that one.
Anarchy is his character that was created by somebody else, but this is it does have. There's some Detective Comics. There's no overlap. This is the only place this is reprinted. But the Anarchy miniseries has only been reprinted here. Meanwhile, like the rest of the stories have been, anyway. When they do the new next volume, it might not even include this because they might be reprinting this as its own trade with an additional series because they had an 8-issue series also for Anarchy.
Oh, okay.
At print now. So the thinking is that the next volume will be this stuff plus that is one volume.
Oh, just kind of, yeah.
But I got this for like $5. So
Sweet.
If they don't release that, if they do release it, I might just get whoever decides to liquidate their 1 through 8 volume and get that and have both of them called a day.
There you go.
I don't care as long as they have the same content,
Yeah.
Next, the Batman saga continues with Night's End.
There you go.
I'll post a photo of all the spines in February when they get them all completely lined up and everything. So
Nice.
you could see all 3 symbols complete.
Very cool.
And then I bought Jimmy Olsen Volume 1 and 2.
Oh yeah.
Because they're reprinting it now. I realized that I got this. They're finally reprinting Jimmy Olsen. Because I noticed it's the only that one Forever People are the only ones that hadn't gotten reprinted yet.
Yeah, what the fuck? Give me Forever People. That's actually my favorite one.
Jimmy Olsen's coming in a few months or whatever, and then I think after that's gonna be Forever People. So I'm taking the plunge and buying the other ones that are in color because the other releases are black and white.
Yeah.
So
You know what I really wish they would do? My introduction to the Fourth World and Forever People was actually a revival 6-issue miniseries of Forever People that they did in the late 80s. And I loved it.
Byrne did that, by the way.
I think it was, yeah. And I think that's why I picked it up, actually. I was like, oh, cool, John Byrne. But
I think that's finally getting that trade, finally, too.
Good. I was going to say, I really wish they would reprint that because it was fucking great. And then I actually went back. I went to the Silver Snail downtown, and they had most of the original 11 issues. So I bought as many of them as I could afford. I think I actually had a full set of them, to be honest.
So a little birdie said something about New Gods and one of the live action things. So there's been a push to push it in print recently. So
nice.
Either a movie or TV show. I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't clarified, but anyway, I got Spookman: The Power Within, which collects the entire run of Superman from Action Comics Weekly. So 601 to 641.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Which it ran in 2-page issues, so 2 pages per issue. So here's the one issue. I'll turn the page. Wow. Here's the next issue.
Oh, it's crazy. It's almost like Sunday color comics kind of thing.
Oh yeah, exactly.
That's
great. It also includes the Sinbad contract, which is which is Superman 48, Adventure Superman 740 or 471, and Action Comics 658, which I think is the storyline either. It's like a year after the Action Comics Weekly. I'm not entirely sure why it's collected here. It might be related storyline wise.
Oh, okay.
It might be a sequel storyline that follows up the events that happen. I don't know. I haven't read this yet.
Gotcha.
Next, I'm super excited to get this Suicide Squad
Silver Age. Nice.
Which is not actually the Suicide Squad. This is just branding. Because it's not the same thing. What they called the Suicide Squad was more like hey, it's soldiers doing crazy shit type thing. But there was a series in that run of Suicide Squad subsets of The Brave and the Bold, in which, what was it? And Star Spangled War Stories, in which it was called Task Force X, and that's the actual spiritual predecessor to Suicide Squad.
Oh, okay.
And that's what's collected here.
Nice.
Plus, about 1/4 of the War That Time Forgot as filler, basically.
Very cool.
And it's the first time it's in color. So while I like
Yeah.
Task Force X and Suicide Squad a lot, collected almost the entire Ostrander series so far, I wanted War of the Time Forgotten color because, oh my god, soldiers and dinosaurs. Oh!
There you go.
Just like, look at this! A fucking giant monster.
It looks pretty awesome, yeah.
But yeah, half of this volume is kind of like interesting continuity-wise for the New Earth era, which is the era I collect of comics.
Yeah.
It was my era of comics before the New 52 and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of nice to have that, but I'm more interested in the War I Forgot, which isn't even in continuity anymore. That's everything.
Very nice. That's some good shit.
On the comic rampage.
Yeah, I'm really liking the Bronze Age, Silver Age stuff that they've been putting out lately, and I hope they do. I hope they do more because it's great. I love all that.
I want Silver Age Green Lantern bad.
So what?
I want Silver Age Green Lantern very bad.
Silver Age, yeah.
3 volumes.
Okay, here we go. I'm just checking my camera. Looks good.
Yeah, sexy boy.
Where are we going? Get out of there. Get in here. Okay, so I will start with comics.
I'll wait.
Because comics. So first up, I got The Tomb of Dracula.
Volume 1?
Volume 2.
Volume 2.
I'm going to put this here.
I need to get Volume 2 still.
Hold on.
I want my fucking Twitch money to come in so I can get all 3 Tomb of Dracula.
Never mind, whatever. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to, what am I going to do here? Here, I'll put you guys over here. Yeah, that kind of works. Alright, just so I can see what I'm doing. So yeah, Tomb of Dracula, Volume 2. Volume 1 is on its way. I had to get it from a third-party seller because it is still out of print, or I guess between printings. But I found a seller that was selling it for a decent price, just a few bucks above cover price, and that's fine. I mean, that's perfectly reasonable when it's between printings, not flat out of print. Everybody else is selling for like 150 bucks. Like, fuck you, scalpers! I'm giving my money to this other guy who isn't insane.
Yeah, they're never gonna get that price.
No, they won't, because it's gonna come back into print, and that'll be that. So this one has Tomb of Dracula numbers 16 through 24. Werewolf by Night number 15, because that was a crossover. I have it in my Werewolf by Night issues as well. Giant Size Spider-Man number 1. Giant Size Chillers number 1. Giant Size Dracula number 2. Frankenstein numbers 7 through 9, another crossover. And Dracula Lives 5 through 7. Now the cool thing is, Dracula Lives was one of the black and white magazines that they had going concurrently with Tomb of Dracula. And the cool thing about it is they actually reprint the entire fucking magazine. The whole damn thing.
Holy fuck.
All of it.
No joke.
Yeah.
Not just the comic book stuff. Damn.
No, like everything. It has like articles about Dracula movies and everything, and as all their magazines did, these beautiful painted covers. Really, really nice. So yeah, your volume 1 should have the first 4 issues of that.
I hadn't even looked at it yet.
Yeah.
I put it on the shelf. It's been so busy.
Yeah. So anyway,
Champions and Nightfall.
I was really surprised, but it actually appears to be the entire magazine, just minus the ads. So next up, I just checked on a whim. I said, hey, I wonder if this is out yet, and it was. So I got it. Volume 3 of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ultimate Collection of the Eastman and Laird years.
Nice.
So this one includes, this is when it starts to have some gaps, because I guess there was some filler issues in between the Eastman and Laird storylines. So we got issues 12, 14, 15, 17, and 19 through 21. Yeah, so pretty cool. I've never read any of these issues before, so this will all be new to me.
If I remember correctly, some of those filler issues are also continuity later also.
Yeah, so. IDW put out a secondary series called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Classics.
Yeah.
Which reprints all of those in between issues.
Exactly.
So the big
between those, you should get everything.
Absolutely, I want to get everything eventually, but for now I'm focusing on the Ultimate Collections. That's the main storyline, and it's the definitive collection of all the specifically all the Eastman and Laird stuff. So I think there's 5 volumes. So there's 2 more to come out. And then that'll be that.
Was there ever a collection that just collected it 1 through 20, like just straight through?
No.
No? Didn't think so.
Not as far as I know.
Okay.
Okay, and then next, comic book related. Got some more Batman stuff here.
Oh,
So
I like Batman.
Na Batman! Yes, I finally pulled the trigger on this. It was long overdue. I watched this all the fucking time as a kid. I love this show so much. I already powered through the first disc of it, and it looks absolutely gorgeous on Blu-ray. Like,
that's so bad.
Like, holy shit.
Holy free holies, Batman.
Holy shit, it looks so good. And one of the episodes I watched had the holy flypaper line. I was so happy to hear that. Holy flypaper! It's like, yes, there it is.
It was so cheesy. I love it.
And kind of tied into this, and I'll tell you why in a moment. First up, we have the Filmation series, The Adventures of Batman, from the early 70s. And then we have the follow-up series, The New Adventures of Batman. And the reason I got these is because The New Adventures of Batman features Adam West and Burt Ward coming back to do the voices of Batman and Robin.
Nice.
Pretty cool. It's a nice companion piece to the show there, I thought. And
Man, they should have included that on the Blu-ray. As a high
oh, Jesus I'm insane Christ. With anger!
What just happened?
Why are you insane with anger?
What? Jealous of you, I guess?
Scared the shit out of me. Alright.
That was worth it. That was totally worth it.
Next up, I guess, kind of spiritually related. Finally, they came in. They were delayed because of postal strikes out in Ontario, apparently, and it just held everything up. Got Season 1 of Batman, The Brave and the Bold on Blu-ray.
Woot.
And then got Season 2 of Batman, Brave and the Bold on Blu-ray. And got Season 2 again, because apparently I'm an idiot, and I clicked it twice when I ordered it and didn't notice until it showed up at my door.
I did the same thing with Superman and the Justice League Volume 1 and 2. Apparently, I put 2 of each in my cart.
Yeah, so I got Volume 3 a couple weeks ago, as you guys know. So Skinslip is getting this one because, you know, I know he will give it a good home.
Fuck yeah, I'll watch the shit out of that. It's one of my favorite Batman shows.
So next up, this is, what the fuck is it, like a
this is the clip. Sorry.
So what is this, like a sextuple dip now by this point? Picked up the Steelbook edition, just released, of Scream Factory's Steelbook of John Carpenter's The Thing. Because because it has one significant thing. It's a 3-disc set. These 2 discs are everything that's in the regular Scream Factory edition. What this disc is, however, is the 2017 4K remaster. It's not 4K though, it's a Blu-ray. But the 4K remaster that was on the Arrow set, which I also have. But I can't watch because I don't have a region-free player, so this will allow me to watch that beautiful remaster, which apparently is the best the film has ever looked, so I'm really looking forward to checking that one out.
I'm good. I bought enough copies of that fucking movie. I'm fine. I watched it again.
Yeah.
Good movie.
It's one of the ones I'm obsessed with. So, and I've been wanting like a definitive transfer of it forever. So, I haven't watched it yet, but I'm hopeful that they fixed the color timing issues that the original Scream Factory one had that irritated me.
Really want to get the Halloween, the 4K, like super bad.
I heard that looks really good. Next up, finally grabbed this. This is actually thanks to you guys, because this was with my Amazon gift card money last month. Finally picked up Part 2, or Collection 2 of Lupin the Third Part 2, which has episodes 41 through 79 of the Red Jacket series. So, very nice. And it should be just about time for Collection 3, actually, to come out. I don't know what the word is on that, but love me some Lupin. And Skinslip leaves just as I get to the one that I really wanted him to see. Fuck's sake. We'll just wait for him to get back.
Listen, he has issues
with having a bladder the size of an infant's. I know. We know. There have been...
While Brandon's away, I'd like to mention that
sorry, Major.
apparently...
Sorry, go
what?
ahead.
Huh?
What?
What?
What? Something?
Yeah, Ice Cube and MTV Studios are reviving Celebrity Deathmatch.
Right, that was the other big thing. Okay.
So,
What was I going to say? Yeah, Major Motoko said that is the end of the double loop, and yes, that I know. So that has this set has the rest of the episodes that were dubbed in English for the Pioneer releases a few years ago. So that finishes that off. So basically, if you have, if you were lamenting that I don't think they actually finished the Pioneer releases. I don't remember how far they got with those, but or maybe no, actually no, I guess they did. But you had to get like freaking 10 volumes to get them all. Well, that'll save you some shelf space there with those two sets. And he says Volume 3 comes out early 2019. Okay, cool. And that's that. So
I would say that's that, Mattress Man.
Oh, and Michael mentions talking about Season 18 of Doctor Who. Yes, so the next Doctor Who Blu-ray set has been announced. The Peter Davison Season 1 set just came out, which is actually Season 19, I guess. And then the next one to come out will be Season 18, which is the season immediately prior. It's Tom Baker's last season. So we'll get the first and last seasons of Tom Baker, and then I guess they'll slowly fill in the middle. So I gather what they're going to do, for the time being anyway, is do a Tom Baker season, then another Doctor, then a Tom Baker season, then another Doctor, just kind of go back and forth like that, because they know Tom Baker will always sell. So yeah, I have not ordered the Peter Davison set yet. I need to, though. I'm actually really curious how that one looks, because apparently they have all the film prints of all the location footage for all of the stories in that one. So, and they remastered all of that location footage in high def for it. So, and they just did the upscaling for the studio footage, obviously. But really curious to see how that looks. I bet it will be pretty. Pretty.
Pretty.
Tom Baker Blu-ray went way up and is sold out. Are you talking about the Season 1? Yeah. Basically, what I suggest is get those while you can, because they appear to be limited editions.
Yes, get those while you can.
While you can, yes. And what else? Oh, yeah, and the Macro Terror. Thanks for reminding me, Major Motoko. The Macro Terror is getting a release. It's one of the lost stories for which only the audio exists and a handful of clips. But it's getting the full animated treatment, just like Power of the Daleks did. So they're doing a full animated adaptation of all 4 episodes and putting that out as well. That is an absolute must-buy. Macro Terror is a great story, too. It's one of like the all-time great sort of creepy second Doctor stories. And definitely looking forward to it. Okay, Skinslip's back. Good.
Sorry, I was actually back for a minute there. I was off-screen adjusting my junk.
Okay. So this next one, I wanted Skinslip to be here for, because I know he'll be at least a little bit jealous.
Oh, joy.
Now, the thing is, you can totally get this. It's actually not that expensive. There's another one I got direct from VEI Entertainment's Amazon web store. We have Super Force, the complete series. There we go. Yes, you do.
Oh, wait, yes, I do.
You always said, "Oh, Super Force! I need to get Super Force."
I always fucking forget.
I love Super Force.
I remember the fucking name. It's such a generic name. I forgot.
With good old Ken Olant, Ken Olant, Superstar Mega Extreme. Yeah. Anyway, there we go.
Such a memorable name.
Is that based on that infamous TV movie we watched ages ago?
Yes. The one that I have on Laserdisc. This is the Laserdisc I have is the original pilot movie. This is the pilot movie plus all 44 episodes of the series which followed. So
I would love to get that just so I could watch the movie on second trying to.
Actually, come to think of it, I can't remember. I actually ever watched it. I think I just heard all about it.
Oh, okay.
I last remember just hearing about the.
It is cheese-tastically fun. I love it. It's so gloriously awful in all the best ways.
Yeah, some of it's like really bad, and some of it's like hilarious. It kind of, for me, I remember it like the movie. Because I've seen the movie.
Lou Ferrigno guest stars in a few episodes as like a bad guy or something.
And I just remember waffling violently between hilarious and what?
Oh my god, the pilot movie, like the series that follows is perfectly passable. You know,
I don't think I've ever seen the series. I've only seen the pilot.
Low budget sci-fi action fun, but the pilot movie, the origin story of how it gets to that point, is so convoluted and ridiculous and cheesy as hell. That it is just absolutely rife for riffing. So, speaking of, old standard def BBC shows being put on Blu-ray, I also picked up this, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh god, I need to get that so bad.
The Blu-ray remaster of the original 1981 series.
Was that shot in film? I thought it was on video.
It was a standard thing of like studio footage on video, location footage on film. However, they do not have any of the film footage from it. So this is straight up upscale.
Oh, I don't own it at all.
But a worthwhile upgrade for me because it has all of the extras from the already loaded DVD edition from like 20 years ago. Plus a third disc of all new extras is about 3.5 hours of additional stuff that's never before been released.
I don't own it at all.
So, yeah. So really nice, really robust collection and a worthwhile upgrade. And I mean, I'll take it just with a slight bump up in bitrate, even if the upscale isn't night and day difference.
Right. I like the choice in Babelfish right at the very...
The thing about,
the Babelfish.
The thing about Blu-ray is it will present it in a more faithful presentation too, so you're getting a better looking all around color wise and everything. So.
Well, yeah, exactly, because it would be taken off of the original PAL Masters, which have more stable color than NTSC and slightly higher resolution. So absolutely, it'll look better than the NTSC DVD.
Talking about that there Blue Wave DBV,
and then
also probably 1-inch tape or whatever, which is already even higher resolution than
And then already. Yeah, Duncan, we didn't get that here. We only got the set that I showed you. We didn't get the fancy...
there's a VHS style box?
There was. Yeah, the Region B release had like a special...
I've got a Region Free player.
Yeah.
Duncan, just send one of them my way, Duncan. Fuck, I need that.
So the last, but most certainly not least, got a couple of TV shows on Blu-ray that I've been wanting for ages. Thought it was about time I pulled the trigger on them. So first up, we got... The Rockford Files complete series on Blu-ray. And this is one of the ones I wanted.
Someone says Rockford Files, the theme song just instantly starts playing in my head.
Oh god, I love that theme
song.
Old
people when I think about the Rockford Files.
That theme song is why my dad hates that show.
You know, that theme song was a hit song. It was actually like on the top 40 for a while. But
it goes, believe it or not, it's the Rockford Files.
That's the better theme song.
So anyway, I've said before, I'll say it again. Cass, you would absolutely love this show so much.
I've seen a lot of it actually.
Oh, okay, good, yeah. Because
when I was unemployed, it used to actually air quite late at night on some of the super stations.
I keep watching and thinking, like, God, just like all the classic cars and the car-focused action in this show. Like, this is Cass's detective show, you know, like...
I think someone described it to me as Dukes of Hazzard meets Perry Mason. And I was like, that's a weird combination.
Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty spot on.
A little bit, except I'd actually say that the car chases and stuff in Rockford Files are far more exciting than Dukes of Hazzard because
I would say it's more of a A-Team or Knight Rider-esque in its action.
Well, I would say
Dukes of Hazzard is a little more like a live action cartoon.
Yeah, well, and so's Knight Rider. No, the thing that makes the car chases particularly exciting in Rockford Files is. It's all done very realistically and very plausibly. Not to mention the fact that James Garner himself does a lot of his own stunt driving in it. He was actually a race car driver, so he does a lot of it himself. Like they'll show like the car roar by and they'll zoom right in and like it's fucking James Garner barreling down the road, and it's like it's awesome. Like he was the
Have
real
you watched
deal.
any of it? Did you watch the pilot?
Yes.
Was he Maverick?
I was just going to say...
He was Maverick, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, a few years before.
Yeah. The part that absolutely cracked me up is the scene in the bathroom in the pilot.
Oh, with the...
where he pours the soap on the floor?
Yes. and a line that you would never hear today as well.
Yeah, actually.
Where he basically like there's a thug that comes into the bathroom, and prior to that he squirted the soap all over the floor, and so he's standing on the other side of it, and he's trying to coax the thug into attacking him so he'll slip on the soap and then he can beat him up, and the way he coaxes him is basically by questioning his masculinity. Saying,
well, it's so funny because like you see the setup too. It's like, you know, he dumps the soap all over the place.
Yeah.
And then he has like a roll of pennies or something in his hand, like so he can like really sock the guy.
Yeah.
And, like he walks in and he's just like,
you
got to be the dumbest looking ape I've ever seen.
Generally,
his expression just changed to like, I'm about to kick your ass right now.
Yeah.
And by the way, the whole roll quarters in your fist to load it is just breaks your hand. It doesn't actually.
But
just reference for anybody who wants to beat somebody else.
Yeah.
Don't bother.
But so he does that, and you know, his expression changes, but he's still like not moving. So he's like, you know, I see guys like you acting all tough and stuff, and this is Rockford talking to the guy, and like, I just think like you got to be compensating for something. And he's like, oh, is that right? Like what? Well, you know, queer.
Whoa! Holy
He
actually
like,
says
charges
that.
at him.
Then the guy charges at him, falls like ass over tea kettle over the soap, and then Rockford's got the drop on him. But I couldn't believe that when I heard it. I was like, holy shit! You would not hear that today.
No, you would not. I'm like, holy shit. What?
Yeah.
Rockford? No, sir.
No, Rockford.
There are better ways to piss him off.
Yeah.
I'm a mama's boy or something. Shit.
There's a similar moment like that in All in the Family, an episode I was watching a little while ago, where it's really interesting in telling you sort of what was taboo and what was acceptable in that time period.
Yeah.
For sure. Well,
Because,
that's
of course,
actually
like,
almost the same time period, actually. That Rockford
well, it's upside. Yeah, it was like 1973. So, I mean, obviously, Archie Bunker is known for every racial slur under the planet, and the audience just, I won't repeat them, but yeah. He says some of them in this episode, and you know, the audience just laughs. It's like whatever, like that. Then there's one moment where he's arguing with the son-in-law character, and finally it completely gets under his nerves. Archie Bunker yells out, "God damn it!" And the whole audience like gasps in shock that this was said on the show.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Blasphemy, bro.
That's crazy.
That was, you know, so I thought that was really interesting. It's like, you know, using all of the different slurs for like different Asian cultures and that, like, no reaction at all, but that's what got the reaction out of the audience.
The blaspheme. And one more item. You know, this is one I've been wanting to get the upgrade on for a long time. I remember when we were watching this show, we were like, God, this would look so good on Blu-ray. And, well, thank you, Mill Creek, for making it happen and keeping all of the music intact, 100% right across the board. We have Miami Vice, the complete series. High definition.
I'm the only one who needs to get that still. Everyone else
I watched the pilot episode of this yesterday, and holy shit, like, just beautiful, textured film grain throughout, and just so much detail. Especially, God, like, this is such a cinematic show to begin with. Like, I remember us commenting at the time that it was like watching a mini movie every time, like, just the way it was shot and edited and everything. It's just such a good-looking show. And the soundtrack, like, oh my God, in the pilot episode, when Phil Collins' In the Air Tonight starts playing.
Oh, it's my favorite.
And
I play that scene off of YouTube all the time.
Yes, and it cuts to, like, the night shots of, like, Crockett and Tubbs going to the, you know, the big confrontation, and most of it is just the music, and it's these beautifully shot
and when he's
shots of... Yeah.
Oh my God, that tugs at my heartstrings.
That I say that scene like literally gives me goosebumps every time.
Every fucking time. I've seen it 100 times. I've seen when
that scene
that
with
moment.
In the Air Tonight.
Caroline, you know.
Oh yeah. That part. Oh my God.
Like,
yeah.
I'm like, oh God, no.
Yeah. Was it real? That's what he asked her. Was it real? And he's like, not now, but before. And she just says, "Damn right it was."
Fuck. That's like, oh,
I know.
I'm thinking about it. Ah!
So good.
Christ,
So
it's
good.
one of the best. It's one of the best.
Yeah. No, it's such a good
Well,
show.
And just the part that I'm getting goosebumps talking about it, the part that gets me is after that phone call, how he pulls away right at the drum drop in the song.
That's
I
right.
know.
That's right. Yes.
Too perfect.
I know. It's such a beautiful scene.
Yeah.
It's like it's all been, you know, he said his piece, it's been resolved, now down to business kind of thing.
Said
You
his
know?
potential
It's
goodbyes,
just-
his last words, potentially.
I know.
That's just it. It's like if he dies in this confrontation, like he could die knowing.
Well,
that
and poor Carolyn, like knowing, like, wow, where is this phone call? Like, where is this coming from right now?
Yeah, she's
What's
really
going
worried,
on?
You know?
And he doesn't tell her.
Yeah,
he doesn't tell her. He gets.
But
the
she's probably
answer,
worried out of his fucking mind.
but
Like,
she
what the
knows.
fuck?
Yeah.
I missed what we were talking about.
Miami Vice.
Miami Vice.
Oh, okay.
Very first
A
episode.
particularly powerful scene in the pilot.
I thought we were still talking about Archie Bunker. I'm like,
No. No.
well, no. I mentioned that because I honestly,
Jeez,
Because-
Caroline, I'm supposed to be incognitus.
God damn it.
because we were. Good Lord, man.
I picture Archie Bunker in Miami. It's like, cool cop.
Wearing a hat and like a
I actually
Hawaiian
I had a
shirt.
dream. I just remember this dream now. You tell me, like, it's like Miami Vice, but it's Archie Bunker and Fred Sanford as fucking buddy cops.
That
Wouldn't
actually
that have been the
worked.
best fucking show?
That, oh my god.
There would just be racist slurs back and forth, shitting all
It
over
would
each
be
other.
non-stop bickering.
Yes, exactly. In the middle of a shootout, throwing like shit at each other. Just
Archie Bunker and Fred Sanford as buddy cops.
I was
Holy
going to
crap.
mention earlier
I
since
would watch the shit out of that.
I know, right?
since Archie Bunker was mentioned earlier, I was going to say that MeTV has been showing a lot of In the Heat of the Night lately.
They could hold it. They could call it Cobbs, cranky old bastards.
Oh my god. We actually call cops cranky old people.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Sold right there. I made a show.
Oh my god.
That's been amazing, Jesus.
So yeah, everybody get
Wait.
Miami Vice. You don't know what you're missing if you've never seen it.
It's only $42 on Amazon.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, and if you've never seen In the Heat of the Night, you don't know what you're missing.
oh my god, so good.
I've actually never-
good.
Yeah.
Actually, the guy who was the attendant behind the counter at the diner in the Heat of the Night was in one of the Buck Rogers episodes I watched recently.
That's such a random connection you just made.
It is. Well, he was a notable character.
Oh, that
character
that
actor.
tall, lanky guy.
Yeah. He's been in like
Yeah.
a million things. But In the Heat of the Night was actually one of the first things he ever did, and it really got him a lot of attention. But I think his
In the Heat
name
of the Night was another one of my unemployment series that I watched.
I think his name is Andrew James, if I remember correctly. Great character actor, very soft-spoken, but he can play like crazy. He can play like pathos. I mean, he's just an amazing actor. Love that guy. I don't know if he's still around, but left behind quite a legacy. So, Cass, you said you have a story.
Oh, yes, I do.
Just thinking because we're getting close to wrap-up time here.
I was telling my roommate this, and then I actually said, I remarked, I'm like, I should tell this on the, because he kind of knows a bit about Saturday Night Insanity, so I'm like, I should tell it on the show. He's like, oh, you totally should.
Okay.
So, it's not a story so much, Sean, as a confession.
Oh, no.
All these years later.
Oh, God. Is this a confession to me?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on, I gotta turn my
There you
volume
go.
up.
Oh, God. What is this going to be? I'm going to have to get another drink.
Here
Just hold
we
that
go.
thought. Hold that thought.
It's coming.
I've been wrestling with how I want to actually tell this, but I think I got it figured out.
Does it involve poop? It's like involve
No. Fortunately not.
Damn.
funny, guys. I'm really high.
I'd actually totally forgotten about this story until, like a few days ago.
Oh god.
just kind of got on the topic with my roommate.
Are we? Do our memers here have to get the clips ready? Guys, get your clips ready. Just get them ready. Just get ready to make a clip. I need.
Are you fucking kidding me?
But if you don't give me a clip of this amazing, if you give me an American reaction, I'm gonna clip some
Hold
kids.
on a second. Let me get
I want
my
to see silver
headphones back on here. God, this is going to be.
It's actually, I'm probably building it up more than I need to. It's not really that big a deal. But
Right. You have my attention. I'm ready to hear your sins.
Yes. So years and years ago, Sean was living with us at the big house we had up north, and like that. And he had like downstairs in the basement. He had like a little desk area set up.
Oh yes, it's kind of my escape area.
Yeah, exactly. So it was actually like storage area, but there was kind of a corner where he set up his desk and just kind of worked like that.
My computer and stuff, and you could watch movies down there.
So this was the early 2000s. So this was back when we all had Discmans to tape music portably with us. The iPod was still long off and all that sort of thing. So I had a Discman, and for whatever reason, mine stopped working. May have dropped it or something. I don't know. But anyway, it wasn't working, and I really wanted to take it with me on the bus the next day, go to school and everything like that. And Sean had a Discman that he never used. It's pretty much always sitting on his shelf. So I decided to take it without asking him.
Oh no.
Oh no!
And so I did. So I went and I took it to school, and I was listening to it on the bus and everything like that. And I was extremely careful with it, but not even so much as scratch it, right? So and I'm like that. And use it very carefully. So when
Until you fell in that pit. Which, for some reason, the bus parked right beside.
An entire Coke right in the open lid.
Being so careful. And then...
Story hijack.
I was actually more picking, I got home and, I'd trip on the front porch.
Yes,
and I'd be doing, kicking the Discman along, trying to pick it up with my feet, bumping it up.
Or as you're putting it
Just that
back
whole
in the desk
opening
area.
scene from Ace Ventura with the package.
Putting it back in the desk area, and you trip and drop it on the concrete floor of the basement 2 feet away.
So, anyway, so I was careful with it all day, and we took the bus home. And before we got off the bus, I packed the Discman back into my backpack and everything. So we get up, we walk across the street, and our dad's waiting. My stepbrother and I are there.
Yeah.
And our dad's waiting to pick us up. And so our stepbrother is walking ahead of me, and as it gets to Dad kind of awkwardly stops him to inspect his Discman. Thinking, uh-oh. And then as I approach, Dad's like, yeah, Sean can't find his Discman. It's gone missing, apparently. Oh, fuck.
Oh, God.
The one day I'm looking for it.
I think I honestly blew dust off of it when I actually took it. The one day he goes to look for it, because I think you were moving out maybe or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm just fuck, I've got contraband in my backpack. So very scared, panic going home. And so of course then I go upstairs and I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna get out of this? And of course what's hilarious is I think back and I probably could have just said, Sean, I borrowed it, I didn't break it, and that. You probably would have briefly scolded me. But
yeah,
then,
it would have been such a non-issue. But
you would have been just ask next
you've
time.
Built it all up in your mind.
Well, yeah, 'cause you're in high school, it's everything's a disaster.
Trying to get away with the perfect crime here.
So what I ended up doing, I actually did. What I ended up doing is I think I gathered up all my laundry or something like that, so I had an excuse to carry something downstairs.
Yeah.
And I smuggled the Discman in the middle of the pile of laundry.
Oh God.
So I took it down. So I'm like, okay, at least I've got it in the basement. I'm like, now I got to figure. I'm like, okay, he's been looking around his desk, So what I ended up doing was I picked the time. I guess you were upstairs or something like that. So I went to your desk area. I carefully placed your Discman on the floor, upside down behind the desk.
Ah.
And then I called your attention down, and we blamed it on the cat.
Oh my god!
So you made it look like it had been just knocked over.
Yeah,
That's
I was like,
great.
"Hey, Sean, I found your Discman." You're like, "Oh, where was it?" And I was like, "Yeah, it was." I said it behind it. It must have been Tigger or something like that. And you just joked about it. You're like, "Oh yeah, crash!" You know, it's like, "Yeah, crash, yeah."
No, you're just thinking, I got away with it.
I got away with it.
So all these years, Sean just assumed that the cat batted his Discman off
Well,
the table.
I wrongfully accused the cat all this time. And now it's too late. Now the cat will never know. And probably didn't have a clue to begin with anyway, so who cares?
The problem is not backwards just to spite you.
That's right.
But, it literally was perfect crime because I figured like the bottom of the disc, it was a yellow Discman, but the bottom of it was gray.
Yeah, I remember that.
I kind of put it in like a dark corner where there was no light, so I figured like you probably just didn't see it.
Yeah, that's perfectly plausible. That is an excellent explanation, and
That's like when you're
obviously I fell for it.
You're looking for things. If you're like in the heat of the moment, you don't always see all the details, you know.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
exactly. You just panicked.
I think actually I didn't put it right down the floor.
You know.
Well,
I think what I did actually, I put it between the wall and the desk. I think that's what it was actually.
so it wasn't like an obvious place. But yeah, no, and that's the thing when you're looking for something, it almost always ends up being in some place stupidly obvious that for whatever reason you just keep on overlooking while you're panicked looking for that thing.
You swore you looked in, but you apparently didn't look good enough in.
Yeah, exactly.
There again.
Yeah, I've done that.
And someone comes over and goes, "You mean this?" Like, I fucking looked there.
Yeah, exactly.
Apparently not good enough.
Well, you looked, but did you see?
Exactly.
That's the thing. Is like I figured you've probably been casing that desk all day, so like I've got to try and find a way.
Yeah,
You
there's
outsmarted
gotta
him.
be a way.
Ass. You didn't have to come clean. 20 years.
I
No,
never
yeah,
would
I
have known. And to be
Yeah, I know.
honest, I had completely forgotten about that. But now that I've remembered, there will be
Yes!
recognition.
This is coming with interest. Get over here.
I'll be spending a couple dollars less on your Christmas present this year, just so you know.
So I'm giving you $2 then.
Sure, that works.
Please.
I'll get a Slurpee in the middle of winter.
PayPal now.
That's right. I don't think PayPal will allow a payment that small.
$5. No, it's like $5.
Yeah, I don't really want to pay like $8 in fees.
It's like $1.20 like
That's a joke.
for like less than $5. Shit like that.
That's
like,
right.
They don't. It's not that they don't allow it. They just charge you a tax for annoying them.
Yeah,
An annoyance tax.
my roommate and I were just talking about Discmans randomly the other night, and then I just remembered the story, and then it was like because you were involved, I was like, I should tell this on his show, and my roommate was like, yeah, you really have to.
Let me tell you the story of my perfect crime and how I bamboozled my brother.
For 20 years.
For
20 years.
Yeah, like literally.
Not
Crazy.
free.
It's just funny to think back to it, like just how many ways it could have gone wrong. Like that'd be the one time I dropped something, or like I dropped my bag, or like it got stolen at school, or
Yeah. All
Yeah.
because you wanted to listen to some tunes that day.
I expected. Here's what I thought. I've been thinking, oh, he took the Discman. I can imagine him at lunch. He goes to take out the CD, and just then, his friend with an entire glass of soda pop right into the open Discman. Hello.
Yeah. reaching for a can.
No!
Actually, you know what would have been actually even funnier?
Hmm.
Is if I was very careful with it all day, didn't break, nothing happened, I smuggled it into the basement, I got it down, showed you where it was, blamed it on the cat, pulled it all off, and then left my CD in it.
Or Sean would have picked it up
You
and
just open up the disc and it's like Cass's 80s mix. Oh, fuck.
Like, what the hell? Cass,
Oh, no.
how'd this get in here?
I don't know why my fucking no, and then he was like, why do you have my CD? Looking for that, you asshole? That's exactly what I do, just blame you immediately. What the fuck? I was looking for that disc. What the hell?
So, like, Yeah.
That's where it's been this whole time. And that thing
I
was
think actually there's an episode of that 70s show like that where Eric borrows a car.
Jail.
Yeah, there's a that 70s show where Eric borrows the car, and apparently like Red is like notorious about like he knows like which way the tires were pointing and like all this stuff.
Yeah.
So he's like so meticulous to make sure everything's absolutely perfect. And then Red decides that because he was good and he didn't use the car without permission, that they were going to be allowed to go for a drive and like that. And they get the car started up, and Eric left his radio station on.
Oh.
So it's like all this 70s rock music starts playing. Red just slowly turns and he's just like, "You dumbass."
I also think funny is that the minute Sean picks it up, he drops it on the ground and shatters into a million pieces. Like, oh.
That's right, after all that.
The fuck!
That's funny. Why was I even looking for it that random day just by chance, too?
I
That's
have
what get.
no idea.
It's because he
Like I say, and that was the thing was I had noticed like it hadn't moved off that shelf in a long time. Like I always got
That's the thing. You moved it, and his brain went, "Where the fuck is that?"
That's probably exactly what it was. I was just so accustomed to it being there.
It was out of place.
That could be it. You weren't actually looking for it to use it. You just noticed it was missing.
Yeah, exactly. Just wanted to know where it was.
That's probably what it was, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. You moving it. Actually,
you know what I should have? You know what? Well, this would have been risky. I think I may have thought of this. I should have put my Discman there because I think mine was yellow as well.
Was it? Oh, okay.
So I could have just put mine as a decoy.
The old Indiana Jones trick. Quickly swap it before you trigger all the traps I've got laid down there.
You fucked up so hard. What you should have done is gone down and taken your broken one and put it behind the desk. And it's like, it fell behind the desk, see? And then he has a broken one, you've got a perfectly good working one. You're not doing brother very good.
Ah, yeah, there you go.
That would have been the proper shithead brother move, I think.
It's like, well, he never uses it anyway.
That sucks, man.
I think it didn't matter so much, but of course mine was warranted always through Future Shop, so I think it was just, I'd get it fixed eventually. I just had to get over there to drop it off.
Yeah.
But still, it'd been funny, like, man, it broke, sorry.
Because that was the story I told him. Yeah. That was the story, actually, I was telling my roommate as well, was my infamous, the one where I gave myself a loaner from Future Shop. The one, I know I've told it on SNI before.
Oh, so. Yeah.
I sure off. How's it going, Kenny?
Well, yeah. I just wanted to return this Discman. I wasn't very happy with it. Oh, okay, is there anything else I have to do? Yeah, I'm here to pick up my Discman. It was repaired.
My baby kitty right here.
It's like, I remember when you were, when you were reinstalling Windows on another computer or something, and you called the hotline, like to validate the serial number, and it asked you, so you were like using, what was it, there was one computer that wasn't working or something, so you were using the serial number for Windows to reinstall on another computer, and you called the hotline, and because
it gives you a new key or something like that.
Yeah, and the computerized voice asks, and how many computers is this version of Windows installed on? And you're just like, one.
I literally said it like that, and the voice was like, got it, one. Like if QC had just been listening right there, like we need to direct you to a live agent.
No, no humans.
Well, I had the other one where I was trying to use the transit information line or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And like it had a voice recognition thing, and if you made a mistake and you had to like go back, and it was so slow to respond and react. So I remember one time I was doing the whole thing, and like I managed to get the right route number and time of day and like that. The last thing I had to input to get the times was the direction. And I wanted east, but I said west.
Oh no!
So literally the recording was west. No, east. It's like west. Please wait for time. And like you had to go back and start over. And
oh god!
So finally I phoned it, and it was. I figured out if you just gave it gibberish, it would eventually direct you to a live person.
Okay.
So it was like thank you for calling transit information. What route are you looking for? I just went blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Please say that again.
Yeah, I
I'm
usually do
sorry, I'm
that.
having difficulty understanding you. Please try again. Which route are you looking for?
See, I'm the
Sorry,
other
I'm having
type of
trouble.
person.
I'm going to direct you to a live agent. And I got the live agent.
I just sit
Yes,
there
hello,
and be
I would
like, what route would you like to
100,
take?
please.
What would you like to take? And I just go, ah! So they have this recording of just some guy going, ah!
Whereas me, I'm having to basically just do like Evan from Bruce Almighty to get through this bloody system.
Yeah.
See, from now on, I'm just going to scream, Farm Fresh Butt Nuggets!
So what is your present location? I'm in a glass box of emotion!
And then, what was your
City
reason for
Hall.
calling? You know, what was your reason for calling? Milk was a bad idea!
But it's just so funny because I would have loved if somebody had been listening into the entire call, because they would have just heard me going blah, 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 blah. And then when I get through to the person, I'm just like, yes, hello, I'd like Route 100, please. Westbound.
Excellent. Very good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that wraps it up for another week. Any final words, gentlemen?
Chickens, the pets.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yes. And
That's good as any.
farm fresh butt nuggets, chickens, the pet that poops breakfast. Very nice.
Yes, and this guy should not have wrapped his...
Stout,
vacuum
your
cleaner.
picture's looking good now.
Well, that's nice. Now that it's the end of the show, right?
Wow, that's great. Okay.
Just
And,
wrap my mom's Christmas present. It's a
and-
vacuum.
and-
I should have left it in the box.
I'm insane with anger!
Oh my god.
As my final parting gift, I
That
give to
Eric,
you
to me,
Christmas
Gizmo.
Gizmo.
Yay, Christmas Gizmo.
Eric, that to me is right up there
And
with
Brandon's
that,
chair. Damn it, you guys took so fucking long to do your gags that he's
So-
back now. I was gonna talk to his chair. Anyway,
I'm sorry.
that's okay.
His chair
We're
doesn't
signing
want to
off.
know
Do you have any final words? Or just leave. That works.
I'm right here. Fuck off. Fuck you. Fuck you. Shit. Go fuck yourselves. Nicely.
Hey, penis, there, we're done.
And call it Lego, not Legos, you fucking goddamn heathen.
Legos is.
Legos is not a fucking word. It's Lego elements, Lego bricks, or Lego, which is fucking plural.
That's right. It's singular and plural.
Fuck's
Lego,
sake.
I hope I
Legos,
get to go to
Lego.
Lego's land.
It's like moose.
Fuck off.
You don't say mooses or
They say
meese.
meese.
It's
I
just
say
one
Misa.
moose or two moose. That's it.
Good God.
Some Canadiana for you there.
Hey, the
Alrighty.
vacuum.
Okay, so it's Lego or Lego.
Sure it is, Eric. Sure.
So I just want to say,
it
if anyone criticizes this picture, I'm just going to be like, it's a vacuum.
is. Totally a vacuum.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
Yarn.
It's a vacuum.
It's like
You
yarn.
should have left it in the box. Yeah. Love to see the home video of that one. Merry Christmas, Mom.
You grin your face like, oh God.
Oh, Sean, was it the one?
Sorry, I got one point to make before we go. My ex had one like that. We were playing. I can't remember the name of the game, but it's like
Yeah,
Pictionary and charades, like a bunch of stuff combined.
Boulder
there's this-
Dash?
No.
No. Then I don't know.
Anyway, there's one where you have like Play-Doh sort of thing, and you have to sculpt things.
Okay.
So you have to sculpt something. The other person has to guess what the word is. So the word my ex had was plunger.
Okay.
Oh God.
So she starts sculpting basically something like Eric's picture,
Uh-huh.
and I'm just sitting there like, and then to make matters worse, she takes her sculpting and then starts doing this to simulate.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, on that note, have yourselves a wonderful week, everybody. We'll see you next week. I'll stream more stuff at some point eventually during my life, I promise. So until then, until next time, have yourselves a wonderful time. And we'll see you then. I'm drunk. Good night.
Penis and creamy shit.
See you next time. Sayonara.